Hey guys, it's the Digital Pumpkin Cat, and welcome to another Halloween animatronic prototype video. This video is about the company Light and Sound Animatronics. Don't know if you heard about them. They're not all that big in the community, but they are a company that make these animatronics, and I gotta be honest, their stuff is pretty crappy. They do have one or two things I like over at their company, but all in all, they're pretty crappy company. But we do have some prototypes from them, more factory footage to take a look at from my good friend, haunter friend, Juice Tin Boy. I'll mention him later, so let's get started.
As the moon shone through the dark sky, like a bat I took flight.
Here we have the first animatronic prototype, and it's one that you probably already guessed I wouldn't want to have as an actual prop. Why is the finger so long, by the way? It's just another generic witch in a sea of generic witches. Not much to say here. Yeah, literally nothing to say here about this thing other than it's generic. Mouth movement, it's got the finger, it's just generic. Our next animatronic to take a look at is, again, just generic. We just got a lot of generic stuff from the Light and Sound Company. This guy just literally being just a Reaper. We've seen this guy so many times. Oh my god. It's literally just a generic Reaper. Nothing really to say here at all, but yeah. Now, this next one is actually pretty cool, being this little 3-footer. Again, it's a doll, of course. And it moves its arm, both arms, and it has head movement. I do actually like this one. Pretty creepy little doll here. Face sculpt is fine. Dress is pretty good. I do like that classic creepy doll dress. And the thing that does stand out from all the other dolls is the kind of voodoo doll that she's carrying. It's a doll carrying a doll. But I do like it for the most part. And I would say for a little fun 3-foot character sold at Home Depot or whatever, this is a pretty cool prop to actually have. Alright, our next one here is pretty damn weird. A doll that turns its head. It's got that head-turning animation to reveal a witch on the other side. First of all, why is the doll in the maid's dress? And why does it turn its head around to reveal a witch? I don't really get how that works. It's a cool little concept with the doll, like, showing it's being possessed by turning its head. We saw a bunch of things like that from Home Depot. Just the execution is pretty damn horrible. Again, why a witch? Why the maid's dress? Just, I don't know.
We also have alternate menus for your dining pleasures. Brains topped with eyeballs.
And next we have this 3-foot butler prop. Just another generic butler prop in the sea of generic butler props. This one might be the most generic since it actually has that weird Dollar Tree skull instead of the zombified butler look. Literally just a Dollar Tree skull. So, I mean, just generic. Most of the stuff is.
From the grave to feast on the flesh of the living.
And next we have this, another 3-foot character, but most of it is 3-foot, but we have a zombie. And I actually, believe it or not, do like this one pretty much. The animation is pretty unique, if I have to be honest. Of course, the face sculpt and the clothes are same old. But the animation really does it for me for some reason. And, I mean, the audio is not the best. But again, like I said for that other doll, not the witch doll. Like I said for that other doll, these 3-foot characters, this would be a pretty cool one to have in a tiny little home haunt. And again, just a pretty cool one, so sure.
I'm gonna sing my song. It won't take long. We're gonna do the twist, and it goes like this.
Here we have one that looks like a tabletop, but it's actually a life-size, believe it or not. It's 5 feet tall. We have this dropping skeleton. Few gripes with it. I don't know why it's on a board. The dropping is cool. The lights are cool. Sound, I guess, is fine. Why does it sing, though? It's child-friendly, I guess, so whatever. But, you can always mute it. I don't really know why it was on the board instead of just being on a pole, hanging from there and then dropping. But I guess they wanted to add the lights. But I mean, and the mechanism and all that stuff. But I mean, you can just add your own lights, and the mechanism can always be on This one I would definitely want as an actual animatronic, with just a few touches being, the skeleton is very generic, maybe have a rotting skeleton instead. I love the concept of a jail prisoner, we don't see that often. And to the way he's doing the shovel, just like the guy at Home Depot, that's pretty cool. And the skull and the mound of dirt, it's all pretty cool, and I really do like it. Audio's pretty scratchy, but again, these are all prototypes, and for the most part, if the audio is more clear if it got released, I think it would be pretty decent audio. So yeah, I really do like this guy, and I really would want to have him as an actual animatronic. Alright, we have another 3-foot character being a witch. What is going on with the animation? Another generic witch in a sea of generic witches. Glad this one never got made. Again, why this animation? I'm not even going to talk about the phrases, but seriously, what's going on with that animation? Is it casting a spell? Is it trying to hug you or slap you in the face? I don't really know. It's just a very weird one.
Whoa.
Last but not least, definitely not least, we have this drop-in head little pumpkin dude with the candy bowl. And I do really want him in the real world as an animatronic. Again, some little 3-foot character, light and sound, seem to have a lot of those, but this guy's really cool. Neat little jump scare. You wouldn't really see that coming, honestly, since instead of popping down, it pops up with that bobblehead motion. And the audio was pretty good, and the lights. And it's, again, pretty startling, honestly, for a 3-foot prop. And I really do like him. Now, if you've seen my other video on these prototypes, you would know that Juice Tin Boy got all the footage for these factory animatronics. I don't know if it's his or he found it, but I got it from his channel. So thanks for watching, guys. And as always, it's the Digital Pumpkin Cat. Like and subscribe.